Hello, YouTube. We're back for another VoD review for Challengers League, and this one is special. It's money matches, baby. There was $1,250 on the line between our two LCS affiliates in FlyQuest Challengers versus Team Liquid Challengers. So we're going to see who took it home. Spoiler alert, it was FlyQuest. But it was a really competitive series. I think TLC put up a good fight. They continue to prove that they're a team that's going to not just be in the middle of the pack, but hopefully fighting with the top of the table teams that we have in the league. I'm excited to take another look at this one, as I feel like it was a decent level of play for the middle of the season from both of our squads. So, minus the throw game 2 from FlyQuest, but, we can ignore that. They played for content, all right? As always, if you guys have enjoyed these, feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'm a small channel, so I read any and all comments. And also, if you guys want to tune in live to these VoD reviews, I'm on twitch.tv/CubbyXX. That's me on Twitter, YouTube, all the good stuff. That being said, we got some new art today on stream, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the new box. It's not too distracting. I'd appreciate any comments or feedback on that. And we're going to dive on in. So let's go for it. All right, game 1. All right, TLC versus FLYC. Some history between these two teams. We are in patch 14-13. These two teams met in the winners finals last spring split. And 3-1, FlyQuest, they won. But TLC and 2 of their losses actually got to FlyQuest Nexus. It was a very close 3-1. TLC, they were the 7th seed in spring. They kept the same 5 because they started playing well in playoffs. And this team does have some talent to it. They ended up... they've been on a much higher starting point. That makes me happy. This is a team for me, my expectation for them was to be top 3 in the league. And to be fair, where they fall in the totem pole and how they're able to get players, this is one of the 3 teams that players want to go to. So not too surprised. FlyQuest, they dropped early in the season in Dragonsteel. I still feel like they're one of our top dogs, if not the top dog. Dragonsteel has that title, given they beat them with a sub. But FlyQuest have been warming back up and playing a little bit better league. They kind of smashed Winthrop, who are a decent team in the league, as we just saw in our last VoD review, if you guys were tuning into the stream. So, going into this one. First pick Zyra, very common on this patch, whereas target bans towards Surdy, these are not necessarily Jenkins champs. And then taking away the Ziggs, which Romer does play. And plays damn well, but Sejetta also plays it. So it is first pick Zyra. We have the Ezreal Leona, Ezreal being a little bit of flex, and they will use that going into the second phase of the draft. There's a Karthus. Galio answer, we've seen this from Kim down into Leona. I think it's doable, and uniquely interacts pretty well with the AP junglers, because his ult, you get a big magic damage shield, so not only can you try and attack them, but also you can kind of help your team and save them. That said, as we go throughout this draft, Jenkins champs taken away. 2 Renekton counters, but they end up going with a Kai'Sa here. And then Renekton's pick, so Surdy gets his Gnar. It's one of the first champs that I really knew Surdy for. MF taken. I don't love MF this game. I thought the MF pick is where things started to fall a little bit flat for TLC. What I would have preferred to see is actually put Lucian bot and then run a different mid-lane matchup into Ezreal. I don't know if there's a better one, but Lucian Galio and a Kai'Sa Leona is high-key not bad. As if you go Fauna Life now on supports, you can proc Lucian passive. It's not quite as good as Lucian Nami, but it's not terrible. So... that said, I don't think MF gets a ton of value this game. It's good in the Karthus, nothing else. And you can push Kai'Sa around on lane, you get immensely outscaled. So scaling very much in favor of FLYC here. TLC, you need to take advantage of their winning lanes and push this game hard. So let's dive in. Also, ignore this ugly mug. Shout out to my co-caster Deserux today. I know I don't talk about casting and casting mechanics a lot, but Eric has been working really hard behind the scenes to continue to level up his game. Not just content, he's always had it with the music and everything, but also casting wise, I feel like he's been killing. And selfishly, a lot of the improvements have been made to work with cover casters better, which, I always enjoy. There's an art to that as well, and he did a really good job today. I really enjoyed casting with both him and Lennon, but special shout out to Eric, because I know he's been putting in the work. All right, runes. Okay, it is Absorb Life for Jenkins. Fuck this Absorb Life point, man. It's too OP. Second win Unflinching for Chime. Chime's going to spend quite a bit of time CC'd. I don't know the value of Unflinching. Actually, fuck it. Let's answer this real quick, guys. Let's check some analytics here in solo queue to see what the highest win rate is. And for 2 seconds after, it's like getting free points. I mean, just given Leona, I like Overgrowth a lot. Because the way that your W works, you're just going to get more out of it. So, like, whenever you can greed conditioning and Overgrowth, I like it. I feel like this is a matchup where you can do so. So, I'll be a little bit biased towards that always. Besides that, everything's pretty standard. Ability haste for Bradley on Ezreal. Okay. And attack speed for Lucian, but it's a Bork build this game, so he gets lifesteal elsewhere. Roamer's Lucian is very good. I did see Roamer, though, have a couple oopsies in the last time I VoD reviewed TLC, so we're going to look to see if we can clean those up. Surdy trading, not bad. Jenkins gets a little bit more from second one in D-Shield, but it's fleet for Surdy, so... Ignite was a little bit misplaced there from Sean, but it is what it is. Jungler is going matched clearing, so it is top to bot. And nice from Surdy there. That W was important, though. I think if he misses that, he could be in trouble. He's going to sack a couple creeps there. But still getting flash out of Jenkins, not bad. His jungler is pathing away from him, so could be better, but it'd be what it be. Be what it do, as we like to say. Really like this roam from Chime. Flash or flash trade again. This is taking advantage of the prio that we have bot. So instead of basing, uses his roam in the river. Gets roam or flash. So solo laners both lose flash from FLYC off some A, a nice play from Chime, and B. Yeah. That said, Roamer is going to sack this to make this play, which I thought was kind of crazy. Now the big thing is that Surdy... So he flashes. He doesn't flash out of Lucian Q. I think if he does flash out of Lucian Q, it's worth. That said, he flashes and uses Hop and dies, which is going to hurt. Because now, Keel's going to stick around with Roamer. And Keel hits this. Yep, they just wait for the Rexon stun. They kill Surdy twice. It's big. They take his TP. So, get pretty far ahead here. And so he's going to be pushing away from Surdy. Now... Kills don't necessarily go to the Renekton. I think that if Renekton got a kill here, it would have been quite big, because then he walks back with a pickaxe. That wasn't the case. Oh, he gets steel caps, so it's fine. You want steel caps in this matchup, it's fine. Being up steel caps is big, so that's quite nice. So I think pickaxe... There's no flash in Jenkins, never mind. We're fine. If you have flash up, you can go pickaxe and look for one shot. But not the case. So nice start from TLC. I mean, Roamer sacked a lot for this. But because he couldn't TP back. So, like, he's going to be down. See, Bradley's level 5 and the wave's kind of close. Let's see when Roamer hits level 5. So it's 6. I can't tell where Roamer's at level-wise. But this is a lane where if Ezreal gets level advantage, it's much better for Ezreal. I think that the steel caps versus the phage components in the tier is actually quite good for Bradley. So Roamer did sack a lot to set 30 behind like that. But TLC do need to get leads in their lanes this game, in my opinion. And because of that, they were at least able to... Drake goes over to Shaden, which I think is very good. There's no way you're going to be able to take Grubs, given the start that we have the top lane. And, like, Jenkins has level 5 and creeps on his side of the map, so it's tough. Sorry, I missed Chime's move. Okay. Chime's going to go kill a ward for Bradley. It's not bad. They see Keel cross. They know the Grubs are dead. There's going to be play elsewhere. Shaden's going to base. It's fine. They take bot waves. Jed's chilling right now. Like you're just playing to scale here as Kaisa. If you're even in farm, you're doing great. And I will say that MF can win this matchup as AD, but Leona's so strong in lane that I don't think this is necessarily a winning matchup overall for TLC. Kimmy's down, or Kimmy's got to leech 5 off this wave, I think. Yeah, so that hurts. Chime did sneak in. Chime spotted. Chime's going to help bash push this wave. So Bradley gets a nice base now. He bases second. Bradley's going to have really good components. And you got Sheen. You can see here, Jenkins burns flash, but Surdy is able to get Mega off. It's close. Jenkins was 1 auto away from having this all in. He was waiting for his W to come up. So, what did he W? Ooh, hold on. If Jenkins was able to auto W here, maybe it's playable. Or, like, more playable. It's a little bit tough because Surdy can play that. Like, play out like that. But the Q missing did hurt Surdy a little bit. It's a nice buffer on the W at least, but maybe if he's able to get an auto win, because like on Mininar, if you're like maybe sneaking one more auto, maybe he's not able to proc Mega when he does, or like maybe it's just enough damage. Not the case though. Surdy still has no TP, so you get the wave in. It's fine. So while that's going on, we have Roamer shove in mid off Bradley's recall that was set up by Chime. Remember that here. Chime's back bot. Shaden's camps are not contests, or no, they are being contested, so we're contesting Grump. And we get Shaden flash. Nice early flash from Shaden. I think that's very necessary. And there's no play here for FLYC. All Bradley can do is pepper Mystic shots, which he's doing well, but... Oh yeah, Bradley fucks this up. Oh. Almost. Almost fucks that up. He does still stay. It's bad. Keel dropped ult and dropped plants. Does find him here. Bradley is able to live, though. And now, because that did not work, nice flash from Keel. Is Chime able to... Chime tried to go for the auto attack. If Chime goes auto Q, then R, it's winning. But I don't blame him for not going auto Q, because the Keel can walk away. I think you just have to QR. If he QRs, then Keel does. Because this hits. Really well played here by Bradley. Because Bradley's going to get into the brush, so he hits a Mystic shot, gets into the brush, vision break. Gets solo kill. I think Keel might have died, though, if it was QR from Chime. Wait, he went for the auto. And then it is unfortunate because despite all that effort put in early to setting Surdy behind, they find the timer. Jenkins TP's back here. Oh, he TP'd mid. I mean, that's fine. He catches everything top, but he could have walked top. Regardless, Surdy is able to stack Mega. And then he hits 8. That's actually a big he hit 8. He's trying to guess with the W. Well played, though, by him and Shaden. Because now Jenkins has no TP, so that TP mid is actually really expensive for Jenkins. Because, again, this is a wave where I think... Jenkins got this all the way in. He can walk back top here. And if he walks back top, then he's able to actually TP back to this wave. Not the case, though. He goes for the TP mid, in which he has no reach. It's pre-10 minutes. There's no reach. Like, he TP's mid, walks directly, so that's a pretty big from Jenkins, because now he's going to lose a lot for it. It's like all that effort they put in the top lead early, and the investment that Roamer made is kind of gone to the wayside now. And Surdy's going to leave that wave. It's going to super stack into him because the next wave crashed. So he's in really good shape now. Has the most offensive Triforce item as Gnar. Doesn't have Phage, so Renekton can't catch up with move speed. As we see, point mid. They're on grubs here, so I think Roamer going to hit the turret here was... Like, he has a point that he can take, which he does. It's a good punish from Chime. It's kind of troll. Roamer's got no sums from the last all-in, so... It is 6 grubs for TLC. Lucian should be able to kind of win on side, but I think the Gnar can actually break things later on. I steel caps Gnar in a side lane here. Yes, Lucian can technically beat him, but if Gnar gets far enough ahead, it's kind of hard to break Gnar at least. And then for me, this Renekton is vulnerable on each side unless he has jungle help. Hey, Dash.
Timing could be great, but
very nice of you for the raid, man. Football as well, dude. Appreciate it. Yo, dashing in. What's up, guys? Hey, we're going through Challengers League games. VoD review. This is a money match between FlyQuest Challengers and TLC Challengers. FlyQuest were our top team last year. TLC are a challenger for sure. 2 LCS affiliates, and there's $1,250 on the line for whoever wins this one. New feature we got. So, Dash, cheers to you, man. Yeah, I hope all is well with you too, dude. Anyway, very nice of you guys. Welcome to the stream. Sick jersey. I had to bust out some retro jersey, you know. CLG sent this one to me, which is very nice of them back in the day. So
timing could be great.
Shout out to the team over there. Anyway, thanks for the follow, Dash, and then Flint and Steel. Falling just for the jersey, yeah. If we're going back in time, the very first team I was a fan of was CLG EU.
Timing could be great, but like you said, Cubby.
Stuff from them. Mac Yoda NL, thanks for the follow too. Anyway, what's up, Rafa?
I just had 2 back-to-back games that I was hard carrying and it was super winnable, and my teammates just don't want to play around my champions. So, you know,
welcome to solo queue.
I gotta take out my anger by giving my roommate a back massage so that I'm not punching the wall or something.
All right, VoD review time. We've got. Let's see what happened here. Last play was the mid play. Yeah, okay, we got 6 grubs.
We got a lot of knots back here.
Yeah, always, man. Because I've been lifting again.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Good for you.
Drake traded for 6 grubs, so it's 2 Drakes for FlyQuest. Surdy gets at least interrupted here. But nothing real comes of it. Except for Bradley dying mid. Can this be spotted by Bradley? I mean, they do see Keel on the top side, so I think Bradley just ends up hovering the wrong side of the map here. Best cope. Is that 2000 LP solo queue Legend 30? Yeah. It's very good in Challenge League. I think the mistake here is Bradley's hovering the wrong side of the lane. They just took Dragon. If he's playing around this quadrant, then he's going to be a little bit safer. Nice play, though, from Keel. Again, so for you guys that are just joining us, the overall script of this game is that TLC, they need to win lanes or else get kind of monster outscaled by the card that says Real Kaisa. And there was a lot of investment put top lane in the Surdy to set him behind, but didn't pan out. As good roam from Chime. Surdy is the best top laner we have in this league, but I also want to shout out Chime as the best support in the league. He's going to law school, so we're going to miss him when he does eventually go to law school, but he's been very good, which makes it even sadder. And I think it's really good at affecting top lane. So, like, this is a timer where he's able to come and impact Surdy's lane in a really positive way and help Surdy push his lead ahead. And then this is something that FlyQuest, I think, does really well as a team, too. It's like when Chime's able to appear top, they actually are able to cover each other across the map. So, yes, Bradley died on this play, but TLC are looking to snowball this because Chime's topside into a dive bot. But Bradley with his TP completely nukes this play. So, it's not doable anymore. And they're actually able to turn it. It's kind of cute there from Kim down to dodge out on the... True Strike Barrage. Or Ezreal. Not enough, though. All right. So he gets the wave in. It's 1k gold in favor of FlyQuest and 2 Drakes. And again, I think they have scaling advantage. And yes, 6 grubs are over to TLC, which is a lot. But like, I don't think TLC have the side laners actually pressure it. Like, Lucian, for me, should lose into both. Lose or like be countered by Gnar and Ezreal. Especially because Lucian sacks so much early. So Lucian dropped 2 waves to go kill Surdy 2 times this early game. They killed him, then he TP'd back, and they killed him on the TP. And this is where I think the game breaks. So Keel's still no flash. It's Chemtech map. And I think Keel spotted. I'm not sure if Keel spotted here. I don't think that's the case. If he's like, if the control ward spots this ward, then I can infer that. Yeah, no, I think Keel snuck out. I don't think Keel spotted here. I know Bradley's in the chat. If anyone from FlyQuest's game has any memory, it'd be nice. But they're trying to set up a play, like just to support Jenkins and maybe punish this TP. Like Keel just gets blast coned on and Chime finds the good target. I think one of the reasons why we're seeing a shit ton of Leona right now is because you have non-committal engage. So your Solar Flare, you have more range than Zyra. And if you get the flash off, it's non-committal. It's like if you're Nautilus, you have to go into Zyra. You're always going to take big damage. Whereas if you connect with a Solar Flare, you can one-shot and not take any damage. And then you're also Leona, where you just have way more stats. So the fact that we're able to Blast Cone and get Zyra with an E, when Zyra has no flash, then full combo, is really big. This time we don't go for an auto, and it's a one-shot on the Keel. So Keel doesn't even get ult down. I think this is where the game really breaks. You can also walk off a lot with a W. Yeah, you can also get kited really hard, which she is vulnerable to like, Brand. Because, like, you have a Rywise earlier on, I think, or, like, Zyra too. I think the big thing is just non-committal engage. Also, Nautilus gets... His Dredgeon gets caught by Zyra plants, and that could be a pain in the ass, too. So, don't have to worry about that as Leona. So, that's first brick to Surdy, and he died twice at level 3-4. So, that's a really big turnaround for FlyQuest. Again, props to them and how they're able to play around top lane. They sniffed this play out pretty well. They had mid-prio, so Roamer was down. Again, Roamer spending those 2 waves to go top ended up really biting TLC, I think, in the bot later on, because Bradley had first move and level advantage. Or had level advantage, which helped get him first move, and they were able to snowball it elsewhere. They don't spot Shankins. Okay. We spot this, though. Spawn's playing on the right side of the map. See, Bradley's getting weak setter right now. So. Gonna be a trade. It is 6 grubs, but because of the Herald over to FLYC, they trade up. It's a nice deny, too, against the 6 grubs. This was a little bit poor from Chime. Tries to escape. Leona buys a lot of time. Not enough, though. There's no wall on Karthus. When was the wall used? A wall's used to scout below. I don't like this wall from Shaden. Or actually, no, it's to stop Jenkins. Okay, it's actually somewhat understandable. Good play from TLC. And then this was an oopsie from FLYC overall. Like, all FLYC have to do is just exit to the bot side of the map. I think the Jenkins support was quite good in stopping that, but also Sajed gets caught from this too because they overcommit. So I think the big mistake is just playing for 2 turrets here. They play for the 1, it's fine. Like, this is fine. Yes, Jenkins is rotating up. They can scout it. They can exit and then set up for the Drake. But they play for 2. They get cooked. I need the replay, though, to see what happened to Sajed. They still get Drake out of it, though. That's quite big. TLC did burn a lot to find the play itself, so I can understand dropping Drake. Jenkins TPing out, I think, is good. Your TP's on Drake timer, and you can get something top, even if it's stopped. It's fine. At least attempting to play for the right stuff. Playing away. We got to replay that, didn't we? What happened to Sajed? Do I have to infer what happened? Oh, he flashed away. He jumped onto the Zyra, who had flash, and then flashed away from Galio ult. That play wasn't there. That's poor. That can be punished later on, for sure. Spawn going for the based MF build with the BT. You can just walk up and tap people and then get your health back. As long as it's not an all-in, you're chilling. Sorry, guys. Sometimes these giant VoDs glitch out on me. It's an 8-hour-long VoD. YouTube doesn't like these very much. But the quality's a little bit lower, too. Spawn does have Cleanse and Flash. trades cleanse for the alt. Delivers back an alt. Doesn't get a ton there. But that, I mean, I really like this play. There are no objectives up. So you're trading up a cooldown. When Chime gets that back up, you can find spawn. That actually is significant later on. That actually does come into play. So at the moment, you can see like TLC again. They had the early game comp. They're down 2k gold. They're down 3 drakes. Camtech Soul is not the greatest role for FlyQuest challengers, but honestly, it's not bad. I think Gnar gets decent value out of it. Whew. So Roamer's able to heal back up from the Bork, but you can see like all the side lanes are being shoved in because the 1-3-1 is better for FlyC. They're the scaling aspects of the side laners. And if you get Gnar into Renekton with this Black Cleaver, it's really nice. And you get some value in Illusion too, but I think the move speed is very valuable. Actually, is that move speed not stacked with Triforce? Probably not. Should be unique. Should know that. Okay, good scout by Roamer. Does find Surdy. Keep in mind though, like all the they're sacking bot wave to get this in, and that bot wave being all the way into this timer is really good because now FlyC know that TLC cannot play through bot. Stay that wave deep. And then here's where the cleanse being down comes into play. Spawn doesn't react flash this, and cleanse is still missing because that trade from Chime. So the full engage comes down to the spawn. So really nice ult from Bradley. And MF's so low early that it ends up being really big. Because Roamer being this far up was a little bit questionable. Remember, burn both sums and died. We might get a replay of this. But like I know spawn, like he has to go back and heal, and that's enough space where they can actually try and secure soul. But it is yoinked. So Surdy flashes over to try and get Keel, but goes for the auto rock. If he goes for non-auto and just throws all of his CDs, he will chain the W. Or if he goes auto W, then rock, he will chain Keel. Not the case. Keel flashes over, and it's a yoink. Warden winner. Sounds very close to Winner's Ward. The GOAT. So yeah, like based on the health bar advantages they got and Bradley TPing in, they're able to just pick up Baron, so it's a big win. Even if the Chemtech Soul goes, or Soul is denied, I should say, by TLC, it's still big. Uh-oh. Oopsie. I'm older than he is, but yes, maybe people have been confused. Alright, nice from Jenkins. The Stridebreaker walking in the brush was nice to cancel that. So I like the recovery from FlyQuest challengers. Because the way they're playing the map going into this was that they deployed... Actually, did they base? Yeah, they based. So Surdy based and went straight bot, and then he shifts mid, catches the wave, pushes in mid twice, and then they're able to play off mid wave. And they have bot wave they can set up after this. So now they can go mid to bot, and they're ahead of the play on TLC, because they... Oh, answer top. I mean, I like this from Surdy. Again, if he goes for W and then rock, Keel dies. But instead, Keel is able to flash, so... A little bit of an oopsie there from Surdy. Look at Keel in the end. Yeah, so just play out the Baron way through bot. Card that's still farming. They're really chilling. Yeah, it's just about dragon control. And like again, the nice part about having Ezreal is that you just always get the pepper mid. So you can always threaten mid prio. See Roamer dashes in here. Nice trade from Roamer. But just ult wave, threaten prio. Just handshake it, you get prio. Nice wall here from Shaden. I got really high value. Just got calling for wall pretty much. Bradley can reset if he wants. And Roamer has lifesteal on his kit, but can't use it unless there's a wave. Ult goes down on the Jenkins. They do catch Chime, but Chime's able to flash out. And like, this is a okay. I mean, ultimately, like TLC wants FlyQuest to commit through the choke, but FlyQuest I think is disciplined enough where they're not going to do that. And like, this fight's already just really hard. Nice flash from Con's flash from Sajed. Came down. Didn't get sturdy. So I think Kim down disengaged was pretty lackluster. No ult used too. This comp TLC just don't have a way to be more proactive team successfully. Yeah, this comp ran out of gas. They ran out of gas. Like at this point, everyone's outscaled. Yeah. So I think overall, like Chime deserves some credit, and also Shaden. I thought Chime was really good in this game. I think we gave him player of the game. I think the proactive plays, though, they just sacked a little bit too much. And I will say this Lucian build's a bit lower damage. So now it's just Baron. Yeah, it's pretty easy for FLYC from here. Look at the Hail Mary coming in from Jenkins. I mean, they at least are able to find Bradley, who's flashless. So, like, I think that this was a good play because they sync up MF ult with Bradley, but Bradley's able to flash out. So, like, I mean, I respect that attempt. I really do. But, again, I think this game is pretty cooked. Nice flash from Spawn, too, but, again, there's just nothing. Jeez. FLYC, very good team in our league. They outscaled and played that game well. All right, good one. Game 2. Yeah, we knew it was Irakan pretty much. Well, I guess I never drove this home because what ended up happening is that TLC won this game. But this is the first loss that Chimes had on Rakan all year. Renekton TP kind of worked for TS for T1 for a moment. I got a quadra out of that. Yeah. I didn't see EWC. But not hearing 369 have a good TP on Renekton is the least surprising statement I've ever heard. All right, of course, guys, it is NACL. We are full Fearless Draft, and it is 14-13, which is a patch that we will not see in LCS. But I'm just throwing this on. It does have impacts. It is live patch, and of course, Varus. Like pretty much, you go on hit Varus now. But Roamer played poke Varus mid this game, as a lot of the answers to Corki were off the table. No Lucian, no Ezreal, no Trist. So yeah, it was the Varus with the Nid. This was a big comeback win for TLC. FlyQuest threw this game. Jinx happened. So FlyQuest with this draft. I don't mind what TLC put together. Like my read on Nidalee right now is that I think that you really want to pair Nidalee actually with an auto-attacking AD, because late game Nidalee's E is quite good. You get a big attack speed steroid for your ADs. Like a lot of people around Dragon setups talk about poke that Nidalee brings, but for me, it's actually more so the heals that she brings and then the attack speed buff that she brings, which is really good for a champ like Jinx. So Jinx not is taken with Nid, whereas topside's taken for FLYC. Cassante showing you're able to take away 2 Cassante counters if you want. Instead, they take away Yone to help the Corki mid. Somebody Roamer plays. I really like the Poppy pick this game. Poppy is really good with and against Irakan. It can kind of stymie Cassante, and I think it has like some real value. And also for TLC, they really outrange Xayah, which I think the way you beat Xayah is with range. That's big. Also, if we're going to run Nidalee, I think the best Nidalee pairing that you can find is Nautilus from support. I don't like Nidalee Leona. I think it's eh. I'd much rather have Nautilus. That's just me. So I think that TLC actually pieced together a decent comp. The issue is that it's 14-13 Varus. So the Varus mid, like we were seeing out of Jackie's from LEC, it's very much nerfed on this patch because you need to put points in the W to get the percent health scaling. Whereas you, in the previous patch and iteration, you got it for free as you got levels. So you didn't have to put any points in the W. It just scaled throughout the game. Now you actually have to put points into it. So the way I'd play Poke Varus now is actually starting to put points in W and like split maxing it with E depending on what you need. But I think FlyQuest challengers, they win the early game. Just have to be careful about Jinx, and it's not too resettable. And they played out a really good game until they monster chucked. It was a monster chuck this game, guys. Runes. Conquer in Italy. Heal and shield on Poppy here, along with Scorch and Manifold Band is interesting. Poppy does have mana issues early on. One thing I've been talking about a lot is I really like when you can greed conditioning in the bot lane. Also, I really like the heal and shield point on Rakan. It's just personal, though. Everything, though, decently standard. Jack of all trades on Varus, interesting. I don't know how much mileage you get of that. And then Brand is going Inspiration, not Red Tree. Oh, anyway. Yeah, that's it. I won't spend too much time on this. PTA for both marksmen. And it's going to be mirrored starts here for our junglers, so blue buff starts. And a leash coming in for Zyrakan. This is a little bit surprising to me, but maybe Shaden wants a leash to like get around a Nidalee timer. Shaden's a very good Nidalee player in his own right, so... Or decent Nid player. Mostly known for like the Kindred Graves. I haven't seen Shaden Lee a lot, which I'm bummed about. Conquer Brand better than Dark Harvest. Yes, Dark Harvest on 14-13 got nerfed really heavily. Dark Harvest, like, I don't think should be ever be taken outside of ARAM. I'm gonna be real. They did that point really dirty. We're gonna ignore Bradley missing all the CS. It's fine. Because the leash bot, it's prio for the Jinx and the Naut. We can come back. Yeah, I got nerfed really bad on this patch. Sturdy plays this lane really well. Just want to throw that one out there. This lane, like for me, Poppy can like, oh, nice ward. Okay, really good ward here by Bradley. He knows that it's the weak side and that the enemy bot has prio. I don't know if they spotted Nidalee clear. I think they did. So he's dropping it on the side of the map that the enemy team's on. And it ends up paying off big. They spot came down here. It's really well done. And then Shaden with the leash actually beats Keel to the crab, which is big. That said, Shaden dies. Something I want to give credit for Jenkins. Jenkins uses the fog to kind of hide when he E's. You have to react, flash to the E if you want to live here. He does not do so. And so the Brand gets Poppy into lead. Shaden does not flash. So it's double buff refresh from Keel. Nice play. Risky for Shaden a little bit. I think he got the leash to try and beat him to the first crab, which I think ended up making a difference, but it wasn't the case. Also, really nice here from Chime and Bradley. I like this walk a lot. Varus flash mid is really valuable, and I really liked how they were able to get it out of them there with the Valk to extend the E for Rakan. It's quite good. And then they just revisit. So now Chime's going to burn his own flash, which gets canceled by Kim Down's auto, which is quite good. So really well played here by Kim Down, but still dies. Shaden flash too. Shaden saving flash ended up being really big, so they set Roamer behind. It's quite good. Keel spotted now on this top side. They know the Keel went top to bot. Or at least I think they can assume it, so good word from Cassante. From Surdy. Walks his way out. And he's up 12 CS on his own this matchup. Quite good. Keel's at least able to get in, deny, respawn wraps. Shaden, of course, delayed his second rotation by going mid. It's 100% worth, but good on Keel to at least take a camp away. Let's go down Shaden to, deny the ward. And these two are the better teams we have in Challenge League. This was a fun series. It was a bit of a monster chuck from FLYC this game, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We played for content. All right, so Keel is able to get Drake, and meanwhile, Shaden goes and fucks with Brand on the grubs, which was, again, really good from Jenkins. That said, Jenkins ends up having to burn Flash for this one. We flip through a couple characters. Oops. Shaden gets the kill, which is kind of funny. But it does secure Grubs and Drake, so Jenkins throwing his life away. But Jenkins fucks his own lane for this. Because Jenkins TP'd back, and now he's going to lose a good chunk of this wave. So, like, Jenkins ignored the wave. He went to go hit Shaden. Shaden had no flash. I think one way could have played this a little bit better. So he buffered his own stun. Like, he got stunned, and he buffered that with his own ultimate. But if he's able to ult and then chain the Q, he would have hit both sides of Q. Maybe that's one way where he could have gotten the kill without having to burn the flash. That said, flash is over. Gets ulted by Surdy. Free ult. Free kill for him. So now Surdy's up, like, there's a tier for the Poppy build. He's up items. He's up XP because he caught... Actually, he's not up XP right now. Interesting. Okay, he kind of is. He caught the wave. It's about even. That said, he's ahead of where I think he should be in the Cassante Poppy matchup usually, but it has been a little bit volatile up there. They get... Chime was spotted mid. He does get a control word for it, but Kim down beats him bot, and they get Sajed flash. So oopsie from Sajed here, who had the wave pushed up. So they get his ult. Well played. Spawn, of course, was the AD on Dignitas before Tomo stepped in. Jenkins, though, no flash. Of course, in the last play, does get yoinked. And then I really like the ult from Shaden. Like, I think the flash in from him was really good. Jenkins has no escape, can only go in, and then he gets Ard. Meanwhile, bot lane. Kim down trades himself for 2 kills. Quite good. And Bradley's not able to contest. So trades both sides. I think I'd say TLC trading up, getting gold onto the Jinx. Unfortunately, it's 1-1 over the Nautilus, but that's fun. At least they deny the Xayah. If you set Xayah behind in this matchup, like Xayah and Rakan need to win around like 1 item. If not, you get outranged by Jinx, and it gets really hard. Now we got Surdy on Iceborne versus what Jenkins has. It's very pro Cassante right now. Not to mention he's up 22 creeps. Been a couple nice plays towards Jenkins' lane. See Shaden just getting rid of the ward there for Jenkins. He's going to play a little bit more scared. But with Shaden showing top, there's play bot. That said, Brand blast cones over and is going to take Grubs. So Grubs for Drake again. I think in the end, like FLYC, I mean, we could talk about how they didn't get enough pressure bot. Like they pressure top maybe too much. That wasn't as relevant. It does kind of bite them in the butt later on, but it's a little bit of hindsight, Harry. Like FLYC, I think in this point of the game, they're fine. This Corki should be able to split, in theory, really well. So Shaden off that Grubs, he based and flipped his pathing, so he's working towards top again. This is something where... I guess he didn't flip his pathing, it's just where his camps are spawning. Never mind. So they see that kill was always here in the last minute, and they get a dive off. Jenkins tries to interrupt Chime, and he does live. This was goofy from Surdy. I don't know exactly how Surdy pulled this one off. Like, there's an E in there, I guess. But pretty much Nautilus jumps in, and he's able to buffer the dredge line, pops ult, and then Chime flashes on the kill, which is really good. And then Surdy just melts Kim down in the Kasante match. He has Iceborne Gauntlet again. Really good. Kim flashes, can't get out. So, top lead getting cashed in by FLYC. Really big. They get Jenkins out. They get 2 kills. Oh, no. Jenkins died. That's right. So, like, this is a huge win for FLYC in the 4v4. And, yeah, they're just playing around their lead. So, good. Like, decent attempt from Jenkins to set up the defense. But I think him stepping too far. Like, he stepped too far up. And then he's basing on a ward here, which he doesn't know. You can see... Here, if I take down my camera. He's on a ward. So, Shaden flash cues him. Which is pretty funny. And it's a huge win for FLYC. So now, they're up big in this game, like have a gold lead where they can actually push for the next few Drakes. Boop. Alright, so Rift started for TLC. FLYC redeploy into the top side, so they're going to contest this. There is no dragons, so they just have to give. But FLYC is going to fix their waves first. They did see Roamer just TP bot. I appreciate TLC trying to play another side of the map here. But Chime's here on the defense, so it's good. And Bradley insta clears the wave. And Jenkins can't stay because he might get dove again. So now Sirius takes the turret for free. Cubby, I finally they're into shallow the club, but now I can't stop hitting Hazel rockets. Help me. What do you mean by shallow it? Like de-loft it going in? Give me a sec. Chime is a pretty banger engage here. Alright, so Surdy got top turret. He's TPing to this play. Jenkins going to fix top. He can TP as well. Really, like, everything hits on the Chime here. But Surdy buys a lot of space. And Chime's able to piggyback off him and find 3. So Chime has like a banger engage. And that really breaks the fight. Or any chance for a fight, I should say. Keep in mind, FLYC are up going into this fight. Like, this engage from Chime is so good. So kill gets forced out. Again, I really like how Surdy switches targets here. Really split fight for TLC because of how good the engage was from Chime and FlyQuest Cruise. They secure 3rd Drake. I mean, there's a couple things that could be going on. TLC do win this one. It's the start of it, unfortunately. This was ambitious from Chime. They just killed Dragon. They're trying to set up fast. But TLC are disciplined with how they play the map. They know the bot side's lost. They go top. They get a freebie. All right. For Clapper Cheeks, I'd watch your spine angle on those. If it's too arched, then there's a chance that like your wrist position's bad and you're getting hostels or your hands are too forward. Make sure that you're staying on top of the ball with your shoulders. So, like, for the low ones, make sure, like, your right shoulder's coming through. Like, you're able to, like, give a high five on your way through. Like, everything has to be connected up there. If your wrists are, like, getting too far like this or, like, you're too bent over, that's how you can start hitting Hazel rockets. Yeah. When? Let me wrap up this game then, yeah. Where are you going? Oh, nice. Have fun. Yeah, give me a sec. All right, this is where things start to get a little bit weird here. So Surdy's too far up. He gets caught. And it's really nice, really good play from Jenkins. Jenkins ended up being a lot of value out of Steadfast Presence this fight. Yes, he gets yoinked, but Surdy almost goes down, and they do get Chime for it. And then there's a really deep TP that comes in and puts them in a really tough spot. Also, Shaden now gets caught by the Nidalee and by the Varus, which Roamer finds. So it's a good TP from Roamer. I think Bradley's TP is a little bit mispositioned in the sense like he's not in the fight. If Bradley, unironically, were to TP here, I think it's winnable. I think it's winnable if Bradley TP's there, by the way. Like, he's actually in the fight. He just never gets in the fight here, which is well played by TLC. But hard to read from Bradley. Still, FlyQuest to get a turret off of it. Just a little bit sloppy. They're giving away shutdowns. Again, this becomes significant later on. Alright, so they try and catch Surdy. There's a lot burned on Surdy. But Brand's here, and Brand pops R. And it gets pretty thick. So this R from Brand is so big. And, like, Surdy doesn't go down, so then he just wipes the fight with Brand R. Roamer did find Chime in the back half with an ult. But that was a really big fight from FlyQuest. It gets him back in the lead, like, very dominant, because Bradley's able to clean up a side lane. I think that the commit on the Surdy was just, it's just too much. They don't have TP. It's a 4v5. Yeah. And the re-engage from Surdy, I think, was really, really good. Like, Chime Surdy syncing up, and then Shaden with the R is just, like, it's so big. Like, they bounced on everyone. That's fine from Roamer on the back half for Chime, but yeah. So second Dragon melts. And now we have the humongous throw coming in. Yes. Okay. So Surdy going in here is like where things start to go haywire. Because he tries to catch the hook, but he ends up taking way too much harass because they throw everything on Kim down. Oh, wait. Hold on. So Kimmy has Wormogs at this point. So like that damage is just... It's not. Yeah. This re-engage from Surdy was way too much. Like he just W's into Poppy. If he W's away, it's chill. That said, Surdy kind of griefs this one. Now, he does have TP, so he can actually get back still. I don't think that's worth it. You don't have to force that. So he is able to get back with a full health bar, and they're going to use this to actually hit the Baron. A lot of tools are down. Importantly, Xayah ult's down, but TLC are missing more tools. So I think that this fight being forced from FLYC is decent. And I really like this from Chime. Chime is so good at bluffing on Rakan. Look at this flash. Insta gets spawn flash. Can't step over Chompers. But they're just stuck in the choke, so he's going to turn on Kim down and just take a freebie. So like, it's a lot of investment. But like, again, I really like what Chime does there. He buys so much space for his team. And they at least get a numbers advantage. This sequence takes way too long for FLYC. So Bradley gets pushed out by Roamer, which I think is good. And then no one stays on the Baron here. I think that someone still needs to be on the Baron. Like, because they have a good pinch. It's just they don't know how to use it. And Roamer's kind of cooking them on the side. Roamer's being really valuable here. But Bradley walks into Roamer again. Or not again. What I'm saying again. He walks into Roamer, and then they get cooked here. So, like, just overcommitting into the choke. It's just not a good fight. Bradley has flash. He doesn't react to it. It's fine. I think that they need to stay on the Baron and at least force them to come in. But, like, their engage tool is gone. It's got to be like a shade and flash R at this point. But that's asking a lot. He burned flash to get Roamer, which is just not worth. If he was able to get over the wall and kill Roamer, it might be worth. But the fact that that misses, it's gone. Surdy tries to save his teammate. He goes down. It's bad. Now TLC actually get the Baron. At least can pressure it. FLYC try and save it. And they force him off. Like, Sajed dies for this. And they just give so much gold over in this sequence because they're up so big. They all die. That was a play. It was indeed. It was really bad. I mean, they just threw like the entire game. They played for content a little bit. So then Dragon falls in the back half. Yeah, that's a pretty hell of a chuck. That's not a good looking gold graph right there. That's no bueno, guys. How are you doing? Especially after knowing NA's second best region right now. Oh. LPLs have been that good to start off the split, but I wouldn't say that. Nice buffer by Surdy. They're trying to get into this dragon. I think the big issue this game just ended up like Surdy. Like, once they get behind like this, they didn't find angles. And Surdy with frontline, the like big change they made to Cassandra and nerf him was his W damage reduction. It's like Surdy trying to frontline and just getting trapped up by Jenkins here. Like, even when he presses W, it takes a lot of damage. Sajed tries to get over an auto assault, but then this Chime would have had the sickest angle here, guys, and Jenkins hits him out. And that's what really broke the fight for me, because then TL are just able to retreat, play off Roamer poke. Like, Sajed flashes forward to kill him, but like, that is Sajed flash, you know? That was a really nice ult by Jenkins. I think Bradley canceled a couple autos in here, too. Oh, no, never mind. Barrier was used. Just null. Assessment of Quad. I'm actually really glad he's on fly now. He's cracked. Yeah, I mean, Quad's good. I think he just fits the team better, honestly. Again, like, Surdy being frontline, though, like, you just aren't the same frontline as Poppy. This is actually one of the better angles that FlyQuest can find, but you're down a Hextech soul now into a poke comp, which is just, like, that's a death sentence. So I think that the Baron sequence, like FlyQuest pretty much just lost the game off that. It's like that got TLC so much gold in their pockets. The Jinx got scaling, and they were able to force this really hard. And like their front line's just better. I will say that Roamer missed ult there. It was a little bit of an oopsie. Trap finds Chime in the back half, so prevents like a really big one. Shaden actually was able to yoink this. Yes, he goes down immediately. But Chime, again, no engage. So Chime engage being denied later on was big. And Sajed didn't have sums, and he's in the pit. Jenkins finds him. Really well played by Jenkins. And that's game. And TLC played a nice game to come back. Props to them, but I think FlyQuest, like, they had this game. They just chucked it. So, how did Brand get that? He flashed over and Q-smited. It's pretty big.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, we're back here for game 3. Let's dive into the draft. Of course, we are in Fearless Draft. It is 14-13. And all these champs are off the table. All right, first pick Blanc. Something that I've seen taken away from Roamer a little bit. I'm surprised this is first picked. I don't know if it's a deny from Bradley or not, but it's a pick. Ori Zeri with a Rel, so very much Wombo team fight, whereas this is all about early game and skirmishing. The Kennen being taken after 2 Kennen-ish answers are taken off the table. Kennen does give LeBlanc and Draven like an actual way to fight and create space, whereas I think Kennen into them is quite good. There is defense for Kennen. You have Lee Sin kick, but Draven has a really hard time dealing with this, and then Viego over the top. The Lulu answer to Kennen, which makes this lane very unplayable for Kennen. If anyone's going to know how to play against Kennen, it's going to be Jenkins. But the issue is that Lulu doesn't really function well with gold in the solo lane. So TLC are very much on the clock. And this clock strikes very early for them. Whereas the team fight is insane for FLYC. They just have to be able to not fall behind early enough to fall victim to TLC's waning. So, that said. One more game. Okay. Runes in level 1. We're going to scout out where Viega's at. And we're going to get wards on each Raptor camp. Anything out of the ordinary here? Ooh, we have Yellow Tree for the Blanc, so we might struggle a little bit with mana here for Roamer. But not if he goes for Chapter first. Okay, that's different. All pretty chill against Jed. I've seen this with Zeri going conditioning and overgrowth so that you can jump in later on for fights. Going to be taken again. And then Yellow Tree also for Bradley. So, Absorb Life. Okay, interesting. This is interesting. Okay. And then Gathering Storm. Certainly knows that he's fucked in this lane. Cut down for everyone. Cut down's always guaranteed value, whereas Q's conditional, so. All right, so it's mirror or match clears, I should say, top to bot for each jungler. Shaden is gonna skip over wolves. I think he was scared of getting invaded upon, and knows that he can't play for this crab. Like if he's gonna play for any crab, it's top. That said, we have a bit of a trade here. A lot of value gotten for both Kim Down, and Chime. Exhaust taken for Kim Down, really important against Kennen. And Viego. I think exhaust value is really good this game. Shaden's going to poke Roamer a little bit. He does still get crab off that, so it's fine. It's also able to get out, so everything's chill. Nice trades coming in here from Shaden. That ward got some pretty big value. He's just trying to protect this Krug. So he knows that Jenkins knows that he's stronger in the lane right now, so Lee and Lulu can play around this top side rather effectively, and they end up doing so in this game. So Bradley decided not to flash here. Not exactly sure why. I think if he flashes the W, then he can actually maybe stay in the lane. Because remember, would have taken a tower shot for this. If he flashes this W. At least one tower shot. Maybe he's able to stay in the lane. I know that losing flash against these Sin LeBlanc hurts, but he lost life. And the wave's in a bad spot, so. If you flash, you probably would have had TP back. So maybe that's the thought. Regardless, Mercs first for Bradley. Makes sense in this lane. He's got bone plating off the Thresh. There's no way they can contest this. Again, I think that this is like one of the sharper power curve games I've seen so far in Challengers this year. Fuck off, Windows. You're covering up the minimap. It's going to be Sundered Sky first for the Viego, which I find interesting. I guess just wanting to make sure he's a little bit tankier to not give... Like, he's going to need it. I guess that's my assumption. Regardless, lanes are really tough right now for FlyQuest, and Bradley does lose his flash. Takes a pretty big chunk. We'll get the pick up most of this wave. Really nice here from Kindown. Like, Kimmy was a Thresh player. And when your jungler is showing mid on the top side, like, you got to be careful about where you stand as Thresh. A couple formations you can do with Thresh. Either, you know, we're going to play for Lantern or play for hooks. That's one where you got to play for Lantern. They do miss 30 on the base. 30 going to get forced out. This lane's really tough. So 30 starts losing a little bit. And again, it's just all about lanes here. Really nice here from Shaden. Really good that Shaden was able to answer this. Keel tries, but he's going to take the tower shot anyway, so that kicks a little bit wayward. I think the Shaden was able to answer. Roamer, good flash. Is able to get away. Still, they got his flash, though. It's like, I mean, when you're playing like this from this far behind as FlyQuest, sometimes it's just about, like, what can you take, if anything. And I do want to give props to Shaden for being able to take a little bit. To like Keel, cutting that out while the shield goes down. And then flash for flash. So Jenkins will take that. Meanwhile, bot. Sajed had barrier flash, wasn't expecting to go down there. But a lot of stacks response. That execute was pretty thick, and that's a good cash out for him. So. And then Surdy has no ult, no flash, and he gets ran down. So nice cheese here from Jenkins. He's out in a control ward. He knows he's going to win this one. Jenkins knows this matchup, obviously. Okay. Really nice polymorph here. Like, the polymorph makes it so that Shaden can't get out of this immediately, and he actually gets kicked backwards. And so TLC can still play this. A really nice Q from Keel as well that connects. And with Roamer up here, they can threaten again. Surdy's going to try his best play for the wave, but he gets polymorphed again. So the polymorph from Jenkins is really big there. I mean, polymorph pretty much just got him 2 kills. Hey, what's up, Winter? Thanks for the raid. I will say, I'm going to take a break after this one. We're going to get some VODs up to YouTube, and then I'm going to go work out and eat. But we'll send the love somewhere else. I'll be back live later, too. Especially want to keep on streaming with you guys hanging out. I need to get some fresh air. We'll try and be a healthy gamer here. Pain and suffering today in solo queue? Unlucky. I'm sorry, boss. I think Surdy tries to hit the solo queue here soon. Or solo kill soon. Just get 2x. All right, so I mean, TL have gotten a lot of what they want so far. They have both outers down on side lanes. They have a 5.5k gold lead. They're about to take mid outer. Like, it's all looking really good. Just this, okay, no driver's license for Keel. It's like, again, the team fight for them is so hard. And we're going to see it here. We're down a lot of gold. I will say, TLC is sitting on a lot of gold right now. Like, looking at inventories here, it's not... It's TLC favored in mostly bot, like, for marksman, but it's kind of even elsewhere. And TLC did just clean up 2 turrets. So, I could see an argument here, looking back for TLC, where yes, they have a 6k gold lead, but a lot of it's in their inventory, because they just knocked down 2 turrets. So, if they're able to base after this, and then do the Drake, it's big. If not, they can just resume taking their gold. They do need to stack up Drakes, though. And this was a really important fight, this game. Like, it starts off looking okay. But Surdy gets a thickie. And the exhaust comes down late from Kim down. So like, he gets stunned up and then he exhausts. So that gets like 2 resets. And again, TLC are sitting on quite a bit of gold. So like looking back, I mean, for me, this is where the game is like actually kind of lost. Because what ends up happening is that Lulu is just worthless with gold. They get Surdy again. But like the fight hits. I mean, props to Surdy. He got it off before the exhaust came down. Kim wasn't fast enough on the exhaust. They end up going down, and I mean that's literally kind of the game. Or like that's the beginning of the end, you know? Because again, Lulu like with gold is just not that good. Yeah, it's one where I think Surdy almost had it. If he gets the Q, it's a maybe because he gets the stun. Yeah, if he gets that Q, it's a maybe. Doesn't hit the Q though. Shaden does his best to get out of here. Nice sidestep. Did buy a lot of time. A lot more was invested as Kim down had to flash up. Good shockwave by Bradley. But still. Alright, 20-minute Baron now for TLC. This was a tempo disaster. So for me, there are 2 plays like were really big in this game that didn't work out. This is one of them. Keel does not have smite yet. So if it looks funky, this is why. I think if Keel has smite cleanly, they actually might win this game. They had to buy a lot of time for the smite to come in. And they lose, not only do they lose members, but they are on the wrong side of the map now. Also, Bradley just barely lives. And then Spawn goes down. So, like, they lose everyone again. So, you lose 4 for the Baron. That's not worth it. Shutdowns go over to FLYC. Very good. They get Objective Bounty Gold. Like, if that smites up for Keel, I think that, like, this game is legitimately winnable. Surdy's not going to grief for tempo. Or not going to, yeah. As you can see, Jenkins' AP is negligible. And then we just start sending out on the Kim down. So that's a kill. And that's a free dragon. Remember TP's top. Surdy with a TP. Surdy's able to get out. They get Keel out, but it's still Drake and an Objective Bounty, and they deny Soul, which again was big. So I think there were like 3 big plays this game for TL. It was the 3rd dragon fight, and then the Baron, and then that led to the 4th dragon going over to FlyQuest, which they played out decently. And that's pretty much game. At this point, TLC are drastically outscaled. Doesn't look like it on the scoreboard, but it's definitely what it looks like as we go throughout this game. Nice, dude. Chime gets to Mogs. I have to completely reevaluate supports going into the next split, because you can play like such a dunce with Mogs, and it does not matter. Like there, Chime would like have to go back to base, and it's like a tempo destroyer, but instead, it's like, who cares? Alright, now they send 3 and get Jenkins. Jenkins doesn't flash, he knows he's down. This game wasn't that interesting to me, because like the power curves this game were so steep that one team couldn't do anything early and the other one couldn't do anything late. And the 3 plays were like, we didn't have Lee Smite, we took 1 bad fight, and then like the game just like went horrendously from there. So again, like FLYC, I mean, their team fight's so dominant. The only way, again, it's like they have to get picks. And I'll give Kim Down credit. Like, I think Kim Down actually played a couple of these moments okay. See Romer get chunks. He does get 16, though. Kimmy plays this pretty well. And it just doesn't matter. Like, he actually guesses the flay and then hooks Chime and flashes out. So Chime ult gets nothing, but, like, he still ends up going down. It's a really nice ult from Bradley. And again, Spawn, like, can't really function in this game. Really good shockwave from Bradley. Synced up with Surdy. That's all they need. Just so hard. And Romer was TPing back during this, so I will say Romer basing here. I think it's guessed by FlyQuest because I don't see the Blanc. So that's why Chime sends it. That was enough. Romer damage would have helped there, but it just wasn't there. So another dragon gets denied. No soul. Soul's like the only way back in for TLC. Then they spawn Elder too, but FlyQuest get it. No flash for Surdy, sing it in. There is no hotline thing tonight, Fudgenator. That's why we're live. Baron taken by TLC doesn't really matter. FlyQuests are spotted. It's a good control ward. But the setup on the bot side, again, I think is good. TLC, when they deploy, they should be disciplined and not check that bot side jungle, which they do not. They had info on that. Even if they don't have info on that, they shouldn't. So that's good. All right. So I mean, TLC gets some gold back, but like this game's still kind of cooked given what happened. I'm not mad seeing Shadow Flame on Kennen, by the way. So I kind of despise this item right now, but it's acceptable on Kennen. Again, Kim plays this as well as he can, but still fucked. There's just no front line. Even through Lulu Wall, we still get Viego reset, and it's cooked. Akil plays out a decent fight. Spawn plays out this fight really well, actually. Like, Spawn really played a good fight here. Really appreciate, like, I know Chime sent it to, like, die to Spawn. It's very good. Still get the Cubby fixed. Very nice of you. Spawn did his damnedest, you know? Just no dice. This draft. This game, for me, again, like, really wasn't interesting. It just is, like... I can't believe they didn't spot Roamer there, by the way. Roamer being very patient. Really well played by Roamer here. Hey, that's all I can do, and he still dies. I also really like the Viego build. I know that usually you see Kraken or Triforce, but I think that for this game, it's a good understanding of what Shaden needs to do, which is just live. Like, they win the fight. Fish in the birdcage in your stream the other day, and it's such a banger, so thank you for introducing me to it. Thank Gone by Spring. That's all winner. I guess we do chase him down. Oh yeah, the words to get dropped in my boss gun. I'm the GOAT. And they stall out the death timer a little bit. FLYC, I think, does play with, and I think that's good game knowledge. Always really valuable to stall out death timers if you're not doing anything else. Helping ensure that Kim Down can't be here to help with the dragon setup. There's nothing else to do until that dragon comes up, so I really like that. It's small, but it's good. Alright, this time it's a Bradley Shockwave to start. Kim Down even finds a hook here and it just doesn't matter. Yeah, comp ran out of gas. It just happens. That was a personal flash from Sajed. Alright. GG's. Congrats to FlyQuest on the 2-1 and taking home the money match win. So we have money in our little D-Voom there. Alright, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. It's been it for this VoD review. Congrats to FlyQuest on the win. And TLC, decent fight. I'm hoping to see more out of them this split.